Okay, invariably, when I do videos like this, I have a lot of people who downvote it, who come out against me saying, Brian, you're freaking heartless, because it deals with the expiration of a law enforcement officer. But I don't think it's personal. But I do think that it has a lot to do with people drinking the Kool-Aid, being immersed in the cult of personality, and really bowing down to authoritarianism and buying into the propaganda lie that the Thin Blue Line gang is actually here to serve and protect us, when their actions show the exact opposite. Now, before I play this video, I want to tell you, I think that the two most dangerous zones on planet Earth are gun-free zones without a gun and being parked on the side of a busy highway. And ironically, cops have everything to do with facilitating both. They will enforce anti-Second Amendment gun laws to make sure that you are disarmed in a gun-free zone, and they will definitely force you to pull over on the side of a busy highway, both of which puts you in mortal jeopardy. Let's quickly go over this video released by Midwest Safety entitled The Tragic Death of Officer Daniel Kerstetter. And stay tuned, because a long-haul truck driver is going to weigh in on what he thinks about cops pulling people over and parking on the side of busy highways.
On September 13th, 2024, motor carrier officer Daniel Kerstetter of the Michigan State Police stopped a tractor trailer. Unknown to him, it would be the last shift of his life. Since 1982, Michigan's motor carrier officers focus enforcement on commercial vehicles. Stationed on highways and at way stations, they are also armed and prepared first responders.
20 and 2199 traffic. 75 north, light semi and trailer.
Hello, sir. Good. Officer Kerstetter, State Police. Reason for stop was left lane use. Oh. You're going to see another sign. I think you passed another one. But yeah, Michigan, when there's more than 2 lanes of travel, you can't be in that left lane. Do you have your driver's license, registration, insurance, paperwork? Where are you coming from? Ohio. Okay.
I seen that lady just pointing at me like,
Oh, the driver? She's probably telling you I was behind you.
Is that in the whole state of
Yeah, I'm from Michigan, yeah. Left lane dog.
Though it may seem clear that trucks must follow these signs in Michigan, many drivers wrongly view them as guidelines.
So the cop pulls him over for left lane use, which is a safety issue, and then creates a bigger safety issue by pulling this trucker over on the side of a busy highway. But the cop doesn't stop there. Now he's going to use this opportunity as a foot in the door to conduct a level 1 truck inspection.
Officer Kerstetter proceeds to conduct what appears to be a level 1 inspection, the most intense inspection a motor carrier officer can do. After inspecting the truck, its cargo and paperwork, Officer Kerstetter
I don't care what the law says. This is a violation. This appears to me, because I'm not a legal expert, this is just my opinion. It appears to me that this is a violation of a man's right to be secure in his person and his property.
Turns to his vehicle. Over 40 minutes have passed, and in that time, 4 large trucks have illegally used the left lane. About
40 minutes, just wasting everybody's time, just harassing people on the roadside.
1 every 10 minutes, a rate state police aim to reduce through stops like this. Unfortunately, Officer Kerstetter does not see what happens next. The crash is also captured by a civilian dash cam, footage we will break down later on. Immediately after the crash, multiple civilian drivers pull over to assist. About 3.5 minutes later, motor carrier officer Sergeant Ramsden, who is Kerstetter's supervisor, arrives on scene.
Left
or right shoulder?
We're trying to find it on camera. I don't know if it's on the shoulder or blocking. We're firing EMS on the way. We possibly have an unconscious officer out there and another caller stating someone's having a seizure.
Right shoulder, gonna have both lanes, middle and right.
What? Bad shape. Both in here? Both in here.
one in here and then a trooper.
Notice he bypassed the civilian's vehicle and went straight for the Thin Blue Line brothers' vehicle.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Hey, hey.
Get out.
Damn radio. 2291. I'm gonna need some EMS, and I'm gonna need it fast.
Got it. We have fire and EMS on the way.
Don't touch her.
I swear, I was wearing my horn as I was going by.
Can you guys just stand over on the shoulder for me, please?
Ramping out from north side here in a second.
Can you stand on the shoulder for me? I don't need any explanation now.
Sir, I'm off duty.
Okay.
You want help?
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
Dan? Dan, can you hear me? Dan, look at me. Dan?
He puts on his gloves, and with another guy tending to the cop puts on his gloves and goes over to the trooper's vehicle. To hell with the lady who hit him. By the way, the lady, she was on seizure medication, and she had a seizure while she was driving and just never came to. And by the way, would have hit nothing if the officer didn't create a dangerous barrier on the side of a freeway where everybody's going 70, 80 miles per hour.
I got one unconscious victim, not breathing, no pulse.
That's right.
An officer Kerstetter is unresponsive.
Clear on that.
Dan, look at me.
Again, everybody, there's multiple officers on the scene right now. Everybody's at the trooper's car and nobody's at the lady's car who had the seizure.
Can you hear me? I'm going to tilt your head up, okay, buddy?
For the next several minutes, Sergeant Ramsden continues to communicate with Kerstetter, who is breathing but unresponsive.
Stay with me, bud. Stay with me.
What do you need?
I need EMS. I'm just holding C-spine. Me, bud.
Hey, there's someone in this car.
There's no pulse.
2194, you put me rolling that way. 2191, same traffic.
For all troopers that are responding, try to keep that.
Are we really to believe the cops that there's no pulse in the white vehicle, but there is a pulse and Officer Kerstetter is breathing?
Freeway open as much as possible for right now so we can get medical personnel to the officer.
Gotta keep breathing for me, okay? I don't know how we're gonna get him out of here.
Is he breathing?
Can't get him out.
Is he breathing?
He's breathing. She's not.
20, we're going to need fire for extrication. We can't get Officer Chrysler out.
Clear. Fire and EMS are on the way.
CPR is in progress.
Hey! There's an AED in the back of my car.
All right.
Dan. Okay.
You got nothing?
Her eyes are wide open.
Fire EMS are coming on the whole plane northbound. Coming out behind you guys.
Just not responsive. He's breathing. He's just not responsive.
Hey, troops, where's your guys' fire extinguisher? Because that's starting on fire.
I'll get it.
Look, Dan, look at me. Keep your eyes open, okay?
Great.
Where's the other way?
Somebody fan that away.
Hey, where's the other way?
Emergency medical services arrives roughly 11 minutes after the crash.
Seriously?
All right, we got to stop with the fire extinguisher for a minute. He can't breathe. No pulse, not breathing. He's still breathing, unresponsive. Can't get him out. Kerstetter, come on, buddy.
Let me just ask you real quick. Who caused all this? Did the trucker cause this? Even the woman who had the seizure, if nobody was blocking the freeway, she would have run into nothing. She was going 90 miles per hour. Maybe eventually she would have run into something, but he created the barrier that she actually ran into. And then not only killed herself, but killed the cop who pulled the trucker over while he was putting the trucker's life also in jeopardy. This is intolerable.
They're going to be using their jaws right now to get them out.
Officials use the jaws of life to free.
And jeopardizing all the product that's in that truck right there. While this cop is just busy harassing this guy on the roadside for 40 minutes. Time is ticking away. It's just a matter of time before an axle breaks, a tire falls off, a tire pops, a distracted driver veers into that lane. It's just a matter of time. And the longer you stay there, the higher the likelihood that somebody's going to run into you. Tell me about the safety facilitating corporate traffic codes again.
Can we get that rig up here?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good, thanks.
We did pull her out, but her eyes stayed open. We started CPR, but
I had no pulse when I checked her.
Okay.
That's why I went to the other guy.
Go, 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 go.
It's one of my guys, too. I supervise him.
do you guys have a preferred hospital for your guys?
Hold on, Dearborn.
Dearborn?
State police then strategically escorts the ambulance by blocking traffic along the way.
DPD's got it shut down too, so when you guys are rolling, all the intersections are closed to receiving.
Yeah, they will close the intersections for them, but they won't close the intersections for you.
Yep, it's all clear the whole way.
They're going to be scouting and blocking intersections.
Yep.
Station 20 DPD is going to have Mac shut down all the way to the hospital.
The guy who caused the accident, 2 fatalities, is the guy who gets intersections blocked for him.
Well, Mac and 75, we know you're coming from the south, so they'll have that locked down.
In the air, 25, no prepping, not the bridge.
If you guys want to block the intersections, it's going to be the private EMS that's rolling out right now.
The ambulance gets a police escort. Imagine offering this kind of preferential treatment to a kidnapper, a carjacker, an armed bank robber, or a PDF file. This is preferential treatment for a guy who put all these lives in danger and cost the lives of 2 people.
Go, go, go!
Blocking on-ramps. Wow. They truly prefer their lives over yours. This is disgusting. This is so disgusting. He's the one who caused the accident. He was the one who was initially harassing one man, interfering with the rights of one man. Now they're all interfering with the rights of everybody on the roadway. Just blocking off the road.
Consciousness. He was breathing when I got on scene. Hold on, let me calm down here. Kerstetter's car is just squished. The rear of the car was to the back of his seat. I couldn't even associate where his seatbelt was. So you responded to
Because he can like squish his skull in the back right here, so unless that's just like tissue.
Now we got all this manpower and all this taxpayer money being wasted when they could be out there solving and attempting to stop crimes. But we know that it's probably best to have their time tied up here. That way they're not economically terrorizing and harassing and harming and dispatching other people.
Or something? I don't know. The rear of his patrol car was right behind his head, so...
Despite early hopes, Officer Daniel Kerstetter passed away 2 days later after his family chose to end life support and donate his organs. Reports show the woman in the white SUV likely had a seizure before the crash and died on impact. The driver was on a video call at the time with her phone mounted. The woman did not survive the crash. A blood test showed no alcohol or drugs, and her identity has not been released. Dashcam footage collected post-incident shows a white SUV driving erratically for about 40 seconds before crashing into the cruiser.
know, this is truly scary. You got to think about this anytime you're behind the wheel driving, especially if you're going at a fast rate of speed on a highway or something. Anything could happen to anybody at any time. An old person could have a seizure. Somebody could black out. Somebody could pass out. Somebody could be drunk out there. So you got to really be careful.
God damn it.
So she hits the side of that barrier right there. Apparently she continues to go about 90 miles per hour as she's hitting this barrier. Coming up on the trooper's vehicle. And boom.
Crash reports say the SUV was going about 90 miles per hour. On impact, witnesses saw the vehicle lift off the ground. In the end, it was deemed an accident of unfortunate circumstances, and no criminal charges will be filed.
Could have been totally prevented if cops would just stop pulling people over on the side of busy highways. But you haven't heard the most disgusting part yet. Turns out this officer was a hero. Who'd have thunk it?
Stetter's funeral revealed more details about his life, family, and dedication to the force.
His pathway to law enforcement and to the MSP was unique, given the fact that he was in his early 40s.
Dedication to being a highwayman. Dedication to interfering with American rights. Dedication to put other motorists in harm's way.
It is unfortunate that his call of duty was cut way too short.
Is it though? Is it?
Age of 45 and just shy of 2 years of service.
My brother's legacy.
Now, let me just stop this, and I want to read to you what this trucker posted under Midwest Safety's video, because it's just common sense. He says, as a trucker, the dumbest blank officers ever do are roadside inspections. Find a rest area, huge off-ramp, or large parking area. Absolutely insane to be on the roadside of an interstate, especially to do such a long inspection. Ever, even if it's a minute too long on the side of a busy highway with 4,000-pound and heavier vehicles, missiles, traveling past you. This person says the inspection was pure pettiness over not being able to enforce the left lane rule. This has to be one of the stupidest laws I've ever heard of. Pulling a truck over like that automatically makes the entire freeway more dangerous for everyone. Thank you. Thank you for common sense. Exactly. The amount of lives it would save every year if they eliminated roadsides would be huge. The inspections are clearly not about safety. It's about control. It's about economic terrorism. It's about padding the pockets of these law enforcement agencies that hold their employees up as heroes even when they do horrible things like this.
Is not just in the badge he wore, but in the countless lives he touched.
And how did he touch those lives? I bet there's a lot of people out there who are probably in jail right now because this cop, as we've seen so many times before, and other cops lied profusely on his reports. Now, I don't know if he did, but the track record and history shows that that's pretty much par for the course.
First Michigan State Police motor vehicle officer killed in the line of duty. A testament to his bravery and sacrifice.
Again, are we going to talk about the bravery and sacrifice of a bank robber or a road pirate or a seven seas pirate or a kidnapper or a carjacker?
Thank you to the countless troopers from all over the U.S.
For what? Terrorizing the rest of us? Generating revenue off the backs of us who are barely able to scrape by in the first place?
In lieu of donating to the family, online obituaries direct support to the Michigan State Police Troopers Association. A link to that organization can be found below this video.
Wait a minute, they shake us down and we should be donating to them? Let's hear what Officer John has to say.
How do you protect yourself from a threat that has no intention, no malice, and no warning? A seizure...
You don't put yourself in danger. You don't park on the side of the busy highway. You don't use your force and intimidation to make others park on the side of a busy highway. John, anything getting through here?
behind the wheel turns a moving car into a 4,000-pound missile, and no amount...
That's why you shouldn't pull people over, John. But you did it, didn't you? Because you were told to, and you're just an order follower. Order followers are the worst among us because they will do what they're told regardless of what is right, instead of doing what is right regardless of what they're told.
A training or awareness can stop what you can't see coming. That's the silent danger officers face every single day on the roadside, not just...
Let's see, I put my hand on the stove and burned my hand. Gosh, I don't know why that happened. Geez, I put myself in danger. But in this case, you're putting other lives in danger too.
Criminals, not just recklessness, but the unpredictable. Some jurisdictions are still pretending it's 1995, but what if we stopped pretending, and what if we took the concept of officer safety beyond thoughts and prayers and turned it into policy and infrastructure?
Officer safety? You, John, when you were a cop and your fellow cops who are still on the force are constantly putting the public in mortal jeopardy, and you want us to consider officer safety?
Well, that's exactly what Minnesota did. Instead of reacting to tragedy, they invested in prevention. They built a 911 system that's fully integrated with more than 1,500 live traffic cameras, allowing dispatchers to see what's coming before it hits and alert troopers of real-time hazards fast.
So now we can surveil you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week from 360-degree angles for officer safety.
51 behind you. Were you hit?
Holy cow, that was close, but no, I was not.
Okay. 726.
I got 80. 80.
89, just got hit.
Think about that. More cameras per person than any other state. Not to spy, not to ticket, but to protect. And I love...
Not to spy, not to ticket. We're going to trust government functionaries with 1,500 cameras to not spy on the rest of us?
That Minnesota did this, but across the country, we let tradition kill our officers and we treat highway patrol like it's just another job instead of the high-risk operation it actually is. We rely on thin paint lines and good luck while people like Officer Kirkstetter tried to fight a war against time and outdated systems. If we can put
Fight a war against time? This cop was initiating a war against a trucker who was trying to feed his family and had committed no crime, John.
Cameras in retail stores and drive-thrus, why not on every highway? If we can monitor traffic flow for convenience, why not safety? We've got the technology. What we're lacking is the urgency, and urgency should never arrive after the funeral. Because
forget about the cameras. We don't need to be surveilled more. We already live in a surveillance state, and because of these roadside pullovers, we live in a police state. How about we stop funding and implementing the police state? Isn't that an option, John?
Have the power to see danger coming, then we have the responsibility to act before it arrives. The question is, will we act before the next knock on the door?
We live in a bizarre world where criminals are applauded and set on pedestals as long as they're wearing uniforms and badges. Leave your thoughts about this for the world and global thought police in the comment section below. If you haven't already subscribed to this channel, hit the bell notification icon, give it a thumbs up, share it with everybody you know. Don't forget to subscribe to my email list through my website, highimpactflix.com. If you want to support the channel further, the links are in the description. But understand, freedom is dangerous, scary, unpredictable. But the thing more dangerous, scary, and unpredictable is not having freedoms, and badge tyrants want to take those freedoms away. I will see you in the next video.